Hey, what's up guys, Speedwares off here. Today we're getting over Isaiah Moore, and is he natty or not? Let's get into it. Okay, so Isaiah Moore weighs 215 pounds, and he started in 2022, and now is 18 years old, 2 years into lifting. Let's check it out. He would like to compete in powerlifting in the future, and I honestly think he could hold world records if he competes soon enough. So before we get into his numbers, we're actually going to go over some current world records that are on right now. Okay, so actually in 2013, there was a 700-pound bench made by a high school senior. This is the video of it. He is 5'11", 271 pounds, benching this. By the way, this is equipped. It's not a raw bench, so he did a bench shirt, a slingshot, and elbow wraps. Okay, so getting into his squat. So this is a squat. It's actually 5 plates with a 2.5 on it, I believe. So I think this is around 490, which is almost in the 500, which is insane. So he actually gets really good depth in this video. Definitely took enough pause, and I think he would get all 3 green lights for powerlifting. Okay, so getting into his bench. So this is 456. I think it's 460 because I see a 2.5 on the end. I think he just adds that always, and he has to blur out his massive Drake wiener, obviously, because I think it might slosh through his pants and help him with the bench. So to keep it clean, he has to cover over it, make sure it's not, in the frame. Yeah, that's really impressive, actually. So I'm going to glaze him all I want, bounce up and down, but it's going to be a lot of glazing going on in this video. Okay, so getting into his physique, we're going to start off with his back. So he actually has a really thick, dense back. By the way, more glazing. But it's a thick, nice back. His biceps do come through a little bit. Obviously, you can see the peak of them a little bit. But other than that, let's get into his legs. Okay, so this is kind of like a bad photo for his legs, but you can kind of see him there at the bottom part. His calves, for some reason, are not proportionate to his legs, like his quad part. So his side chest actually doesn't make any sense how he's 215 and has this good of a side chest. But he honestly has really good lighting here too. But he's also just a big guy overall. His starting progress photos were these. He actually was big overall before he even started lifting in 2022, and then he just added on to that, having good genetics. Yeah, so going back to kind of where he started was in 2022. So this is his back pose. He actually has a bigger back than most people when they were even just starting. Even like a year in, he's already bigger than most people. Okay, so I think Isaiah Moore just has great genetics, but the thing that kind of raises red flags to me is the fact that he got out of high school and his bench went up by like 25 pounds. It just doesn't make any sense about that. I'm not hating on him, but it's just like, that's kind of, the fact that he didn't go up in weight, but he went up in strength, it's kind of hard to put that in perspective, that you just put on like little to no weight, but then you put on 25 pounds onto your lifts. Honestly, that's just kind of hard to believe without anything, a little bit extra enhancing his performance a little bit. But I do think he is natty. I think he has great genetics, and if he really wanted to take his powerlifting to the next level, he could take something to help him. But honestly, I think he is one of those 1% powerlifters, and I think if he starts soon enough, he could break those records while he's young and get older and break even more records. This is the end of the video. I think Isaiah will be probably the strongest person I will go over in these natty knots. Not glazing like crazy or, going a little nuts, but he is very impressive. I think you guys go check him out. Link in the bio to his TikTok, and I think he might have an Instagram. If he does, I will link it. But go support him. Check him out. Really cool. See you guys later.